Hey everyone, I know it's been a while since I did a video, but here we are. So I was just out here biking, just kind of thinking about everything that's going on in my life and how overwhelming it can get. But I was thinking a lot about positive and negative energy and how important it is to learn how to combat that, because it is going to affect your life in such a way that it can make or break your entire life. Because once you hit a certain point, it's really, really hard to reverse what you're going through and how you're feeling, whether it's positive or negative. I mean, obviously, if you're only allowing positive energy into your life, you don't want to change that, because that makes you happy. Positivity will make you happy, and it's all about your mindset. I mean, when I think about my mindset, is something that I struggle with on a day-to-day basis. I struggle with negativity all the freaking time. But I also believe that if you speak the positivity into your life, it'll happen. So, and that's something that I've actually learned really recently. So, with that being said, like, I've really come to the point in my life where I'm like, I don't need negative people in my life. And if I have negative people in my life, why am I keeping them there? They're not making me happy. They're not making me thrive. They're not pushing me to grow. When I think about everything I've gone through, like when I think about my story, because I think about it all the time, guys. Like, sometimes it's easy to forget where you came from, but it's really important to force yourself to remember what you've gone through, what you've pushed through, because if not, it becomes like a distant memory that you don't think about very often. And while that might be something that you, on the surface, kind of desire, you're like, oh, that was a shit part of my life. I don't want to remember that. Trust me, you want to remember it. Because that's what keeps you pushing forward towards growth. I am always like, yes, I'm recovered. Yes, I am so much happier than I used to be, but I also still struggle with negativity. It was such a huge part of my life. I remember sitting in the bathroom floor, just laying there for no reason at all. Just miserable. All of these negative thoughts and my negative mindset just literally controlled me. And it took a lot for me to bounce out of that. And it's something that you'll struggle with a lot. And that goes for literally every single human in the world. You might know the happiest person in the world and be like, oh my God, why can't I be like them? And I get those thoughts sometimes. I meet a happy person and I'm like, man, I like your energy. Like, I want to be like you. But it's all up to you. It's all up to you. And, you know, I was thinking about the kind of excuses that people make for themselves because they're so comfortable. They're so comfortable. So they come up with these excuses like, oh, I'm just naturally a pessimist, or I've got a lot of shit going on in my life. You know, it's impossible for me to be happy right now. No, honey. It is not. Thank you. It's all up to you to push yourself at that. And yes, you can have mentors. Yes, you can have friends. Yes, you can have loved ones. But they aren't going to do shit for you. Okay? Seriously, it is up to you to make the first step in getting to where you want to be happy. It's completely in your hands. And that's what people don't realize. You know, and when people say, oh, I'm stuck in this situation, I'm stuck in that situation, look, I know it's a lot easier said than done. Like, I went to freaking rehab. I went to rehab for over a year in order to help me get out of that negative mindset. Because that's where everything stems from, is that negativity. And it has such power over your life. Who wants that? People want that because it's comfortable. And I am all about pushing out of comforts. Like, and I have such a desire to help people and to help push them and realize what they're doing to themselves, because it's hard to see it yourself. And I am always willing to be the person who calls people out on that sort of stuff, as long as I know they're at the point that they're ready to fix it, or at least take the first step in fixing it. When I think back to my life before I went to rehab, I so deeply hated myself. Like, I can't even explain the level of hate I had for myself and my body and my entire being. I just hated it. Nothing anybody ever said could make me not. Ever. So literally in rehab, I was plucked out of the real world. I lived in a dorm with 12 girls. There were so many rules that molded us, you know. All of the girls in there have the same root issue, and it's negative mindset. And that negative mindset can get you into so much freaking trouble. It's ridiculous. It's gonna keep you from your full potential. It's gonna keep you in your comfort zone. It's gonna keep you from growing. It's gonna keep you from so many absolutely amazing opportunities. And I still hold myself back. I find that I do that too. I don't want to go out of my comfort zone because I don't want attention that I didn't expect on myself. And I don't want people to question me. I don't want people to come at me. Like, that's me. I'm a very protective person. Rightfully so. But sometimes I have to lay that down, make myself more vulnerable, choose to be open, choose to be transparent. Like, to this day, guys, I'll be honest with you. Like, my scars on my legs and my arms and my ribs, my scars, I still have a hard time answering the question when people ask me, where did you get those? It's been over 5 freaking years, and I still can't answer that question, because it just, like, opens this door that is so difficult for me to, I don't know, it's hard, it's a hard question. So what do you say? Oh yeah, I used to slice my arm. Like, what do you say? So I found myself not lying to people, but making it a really short story. Saying, oh, I had an accident when I was, or it happened when I was younger, or, you know, it was an accident when I was a kid, or something stupid like that. And sure, maybe it wasn't a faux lie, but it wasn't an accident. And I'm missing an opportunity there. So, I mean, and sometimes it makes me mad. I shouldn't get mad about that. You know, like, so I'm still on the search for the correct answer. And depending on who it is and what the circumstance is, I like to give my entire story. But the shameful thing is that some people, well, first of all, some people don't know what it is. Okay, and that's tough. And some people are extremely judgmental because they've been so blessed, which is also tough. And that's where I find that disconnect, where I'm like, oh, well, maybe I should just stay back here, not cross into that territory, and keep it to myself. Whatever. But then I miss a complete opportunity. And regardless of whether they judge me, whether they look at me differently, that shouldn't matter. It should not matter at all. But we're also human, and it's hard for us to get past that. But, anyways, kind of got off on a rabbit trail there. Negativity. I really encourage you guys to think about the people that you have in your life. No, the people that you allow in your life. Don't think about it like, okay, well, who do I see on a day-to-day basis? No. Who do you allow into your actual personal life every day? Because regardless, we're going to have to deal with negative people. It's the world. We go places, we go to work, we go to school, we go to wherever. But it's your choice to determine who you allow into your life. And that's the difference. So like your significant other, your family, your friends, your dog doesn't count, okay? My dogs are so amazing, they're perfect. But anyways, so you have to think about who you actually allow into your life, because those are the people that might ruin you and keep you from your full potential. And you know what? You might have to be alone. You might have to keep to yourself until you find a person that is worth your time, your energy, and your whatever. Like, not everybody, this sounds awful just to put that out there, but not everybody deserves positivity. Like, no, not deserves is the wrong word. Not everybody is ready to have positivity in their life. So some of you watching this video, of like the 10 people who watch it, like, think about that. Not everybody's ready. Not everybody's ready. Are you ready? Are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to grow? It's uncomfortable. It's freaking hard. But it's so rewarding. Even if the only reward you're getting is in here, and in here, knowing you're doing the right thing, knowing you're having that positivity radiating into your life, that's worth it to me. That's worth it to me. And honestly, allowing it into your life is a form of self-respect. And that's something that in the past 6 months, I've come a really long way with that self-respect, because I realized it was something that I was lacking extremely. And I'm a control freak. I try to control things, and a lot of humans are control freaks, but they just won't admit it. I love to be in control. It's true. And you might be watching this saying, yeah, you do. Or you might be like, yeah, that's me. But I realized that, you know what? The only thing and only person I can control is me. Like, and that is so easy to just say. Okay, people say that all the time. The only person you can control is you. Yeah, but do you understand that? Do you understand that you can't change anything about the person you're with? You can't change anything about your family. You can't change anything about your friends, because they're not you. The only thing you're in control of is who you allow in your life. And that's true. It's true. Humans are weird. Humans are freaking weird. But anyways, that's my pep talk for the day. Think about it. Sit on it, pray on it, stew on it, sleep on it. And like, this is the kind of stuff I think about at 4 a.m. 5 a.m. Sometimes 4. But it's important stuff to think about. Like, what is keeping me from my full potential? Is it a lack of energy? Is it a lack of there's a lot of lacks. Is it a lack of hard work? Like, is it a lack of the right mindset? What is it? Because I want to succeed. I want to grow. I want to be someone who reaches and strives for their full potential. That's what I want. I don't know what my full potential is. I hope it's unlimited, because I want to keep going. I want to win this, you know? Push other people to be like that. Push yourself to be like that first, though. It's so hard, and I struggle with it. I struggle with it because I get in these mindsets where I get anxious. I start overthinking everything, and then I allow it to come out of my mouth, which is always a bad thing. Those are the kind of thoughts you have to learn to combat. And it's hard. It's super freaking hard. But I don't want to go too far into this, because we're already at 20 minutes. But think about it, guys. Think about it. Text me. Let me know your thoughts, because I am always ready to talk about this kind of stuff. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I will see you at my next video. And everybody, I am sending blessings. So, mwah!